Hey, hi all, welcome back to Data Adolescence. In this session, we'll talk about how to pass a value to the parent constructor using a child class system. So as part of inheritance, right? So when you derive a child class using a parent class, right? So you have access to the child class members and attributes and methods, and also you have access to parent class member and methods. So in this cycle, so if you want to pass some parameter values to a parent class from the child reference, so how you will achieve this? So basically, we have a provision in the C sharp, right? To do this using the base keyword, that means in C sharp, right? So we can use the base keyword, right? And then pass the parameters values to a parent class. I think this is something which is going to invoke a parent class constructor from the child class constructor, and then it will pass the values. Okay. So let us see that demo, like how it is going to, fulfill the requirement in this case, right? A simple example is, so if I have a class, right, of parent, right, and I have a class child, right, and this child was derived from parent, right, and here I have a constructor, right, of public, right, child, got it? So under this, I want to, invoke. Let me tell you, I'm going to declare some variables, right? Like this, A and B one, the variables, right? And then I want to, assign these values via constructor. And so I'm going to say value one, value two. And inside of this, I'm going to say this dot A equal to value one, this dot B equal to value two. So at the time of processing this, right, I want to invoke, right, the parent class constructor or parent class, method to use these values via the child class constructor. So to do this, as I said, we have a base class should be used like in this way, base of value one. So that I'll have here a constructor in my, the parent class, right? And I have here a variable called int and I'll get the value from child constructor because it is going to invoke using base keyword. This dot e equal to a equal to value. This is how we are going to achieve this. Okay, let's get see the demo part so that you will have some idea. I'm going to open my the Studio here, right? And I'm going to create, right, class called parent, right? And at this, I'm going to declare some variables, right? Int, ID, and string, and name like this. And then I'm going to create, right, constructor of, right, int value one, string, right, value two. This is I'm going to create a constructor like this way, and I'll just assign these values to my instance level or class level variables, right, this way. And once I've done this, right, I'm going to print like past values, right, to the parent constructor or right id equal to this dot id, okay, and name equal to this dot name. Get it? So just giving this dollar symbol. And similarly, so I'm going to do same thing for child class. So in the child class, I'm going to define as class child, right? And here I'm going to define this logic inside of my ID. Again, I'm going to define public string name, right? Get set. And here I'm going to define my constructor, right? Instead of this, I'm going to assign this stuff, right? Like this way. And for this constructor, I definitely need parameters to accept these values, right? Like int value 1, string value 2. Okay, so the past values to the child constructor is or are this way. Now coming here, I'm just inheriting my parent to child. Now coming to my main program, right? What I'm doing is I'm going to instantiate object for child, right? And after that, I'm going to pass values to this, right? Uh, Welcome to or C# demo. This is what a parameter I'm passing it. Once I pass, right, these values, right, and it is going to invoke child constructor. It's having how much? Child, this one, value 2, why is showing exception? There is no argument given that corresponds to the required parameter value 1. Value 1 and value 2, it is there, right? It is int and it is name. There is no argument given that corresponds to the required parameter value 1 of parent. Okay. So we need to specify based off, right, value 1, value 2. This is what it looks because I just having this constructor, I should tell like I'm going to invoke this stuff. When I run this, it is going to invoke first child constructor. When it is coming here, it is directly going back to the parent class. Let me check that. When I run this, right, it is going to, coming here. When I press F11, it is going to my child constructor by carrying my values. And then it is going to parent constructor. That's how it is passing values from parent, right, from the child. And then it is coming out here and it is printing. And then child is executing. And then it is coming out of the loop, right? Passed values to the parent is this. Passed values to the child constructor is this, right? Suppose if you have another class, right, which basically, having uh, another kind of constructor, right? So if you have another class where you have, right, other constructors, right, that also can be achieved using this way. Like let us say it's a parent one, right, having this constructor, different constructor, which basically having one value, right, not having two values, right, and then you can just remove this. Passed value to the parent constructor is the right is ID of this thing. Okay. And coming to this parent, right? What you need to do is base of value 1. And you need to inherit, right? Parent 1. Like this way. That means in levels, right? How many classes you have it, and for those many classes, right? You can send the values back to, right? First, look at here, the parent constructor is, right, invoked, that is the parent one. It has 10, 100, and then second parent, then the child class. This is how we are going to pass values to, you know, uh, parent class from the, right, child class constructor. So the thing is, you have to use a base keyword to, fulfill that particular job. Okay. So I hope you understood the purpose of using this base keyword. I'm just passing a value, which is basically passing to this base immediate base class. And from here, it is going to pass its immediate base class, your class parent one. Okay. So I hope you understood the process, how the values are passing to a parent class using child class instance. Okay. Thanks for visiting this video and please subscribe the channel for more videos. Thank you.